Hello, Amazon viewers. Say hello to the HONOMO. It is a light that you can clip on your computer or your phone. For Zoom meetings, or if you're taking videos or whatever, it's going to give your face a much better appearance. It's going to smooth out some of those wrinkles. Depending on which light setting you have it on, it may actually kind of take away some of that shine that you might have on your face. So yeah, you'll always usually get a better picture, on Zoom or on video conferencing or whatever, if you do have one of these lights. Now, this one was about $50, and that's about double or more what you would pay for the average, ring light that's, 20 or 30 bucks, or even similar ones. The benefit to this is, you see it comes with a charging cable right here and a little charging port right there. You can actually recharge this, and the battery is right inside. You can see that, when you turn it on, you don't need any cords or cables to connect it to your computer. This will last for, a decent amount of time, under an hour, but even still, if you need to plug it in, this cord is too small to do that. So your videos are going to have to be a little bit shorter, or you're going to have to find a longer cord to plug this in. Now, I'm going to turn this off for a sec. Well, actually, I'll show you the different modes here. You can see on the side there are wheels, and this wheel here on the top is going to make it brighter, or it's going to make it darker. You can see that in action. And then the bottom wheel here will make it warmer, or it will make it cooler lighting, depending on what you want. So you can see that's kind of a warm orangish yellow light, and all the way in between, this will go to like a bright fluorescent light. And this thing is very bright. I know it doesn't exactly appear that way, but I'll show it to you on the computer when it's clipped on. It is very bright, and in fact so bright, if you're using on this phone or whatever, you want to make sure to keep your eyes out of that, because it is really blinding. Even when you put it on the lower level, it's still going to be pretty light. We'll just kind of flip there. Now, I'm going to go into how it connects here just so you can see, but there are side controls. You can turn it off and on. I do wish that it was a little bit easier. Those controls on the side were a little bit easier to use. But you can see this is how it clips on. It has a clip right there, and then if you want to raise or lower the light, it's that little lever. It'll go up and down. There is a port on the bottom here if you want to put it on a tripod and maybe mount it like next to the desk or something like that. We'll go into that in a minute. And when you put it back here, that's going to lock it in place, and it will no longer go forward or backwards. Now, if you have a monitor like this, you can see that there isn't much room to clip something on unless it's actually in the camera section, versus a monitor like this where there is a little clip on the side. You can see the difference there. That's going to be important, because this clip right here, it's a very big clip, and there's a lot of pressure in there, when it shuts. And the reason I mention that is because if you do have a monitor like this, I would be very leery about putting that clip on and closing it there, because you can see how far down it goes. It is such tight pressure that I worry that it might cause pixelation here, or even a crack, whereas this side, I'm not as worried about that, because there is that kind of hard exterior on there. And then, of course, this does have this section where you can kind of clip it on. But I would be very careful about clipping that on if you have like an edgeless type of a monitor. So yeah, that's the story here. I really like the fact that it is very bright. It does illuminate. It does what it says it will. And I like the fact that it's rechargeable, and you can actually just plug this in and recharge it. Could be a bit of an issue if your meetings run a little bit long, if you have some of those 2 or 4 hour meetings. But I'm sure there's a way to find a cable to connect it to your USB port. Other than that, that's my review. I hope it helps.
So this is my review photography fill light. As you can see, I'm pretty much taking it out of the box here. I've actually already attached the adapter that I've been using it with. I've already used this light. I pretty much took it right off the box, put this adapter on and started using it. It works perfectly well with the little phone tripod that I like to use. Also, I use the same tripod for my action cameras. So I just wanted this additional light that would be quick and easy to use when I needed it. And this thing fits the bill perfectly, honestly. This is the main adapter that I need, but it does come with this in case I were to need it as well. So it gives me some flexibility. Comes with this charge cable and also a nice little case. I honestly haven't cracked open the instructions because it's pretty simple to use. I've had a light like this before, just the mounting mechanism broke, which is why I'm getting this one. You have basically here your on switch, you have your intensity, and this controls the light color. So I'll give you just a quick demonstration. Turn it on. This one controls the intensity of the light, as you can see there. And this one controls the color temperature of the light from more blue to more of a warm color. Very simple to use, small, compact, easy to use. I like it. I think it's a good value.
It's so bright.